Right, so welcome back to Adventure 82, our last adventure in Kent. We are currently at the port of Dover, which you've probably seen already, depending which way around up at the beginning in the intro. We're here to have a look at the White Cliffs of Dover and some other views. I've also been told there's some bunkers and some sound reflectors around here, so we're going to see if we can find those as well. But it's quite windy, it's suddenly gone grey, and I don't know what the weather's supposed to do, so let's see how well this goes. Let's go. Right, well, there goes Irish Ferries off to, I'm guessing, Ireland. And anybody who's watching from Jersey, it's your new favourite ferry company, it's DFDS. Look at the size of that cruise ship over there, that's massive. Right, so it's gotten a bit darker. Wind's picking up a little bit. We found the White Cliffs though. So we should, hopefully if we can get around here, we should get some really cool views of the cliffs, which is what I'm hoping for. Over that hill is Farm Bay Deep Shelter according to the map at the beginning of the trail. We're hoping to make it at least to there. And at the end of the trail there's a lighthouse, which if we can get there we will. It depends how the weather wants to behave. But because we're so close to the dock, look how cool. We've got the sonar radar up there. So whilst I was looking at the signage and stuff for this place, I found out a couple of interesting things. Because they put different signs dotted around the sun just by the last gate we came through. And I thought it was quite interesting, you know, because it says like this, apparently up to 400 sea vessels go through Dover every single day. And it also says that the White Cliffs of Dover are somewhere between 86 and 91 million years old. Formed from algae, would you believe? It's hard to imagine something so large could have come from just algae, but it did apparently. So you can see how the path winds its way around. So we will wind our way around with it. Tell you what you do get to do whilst you're walking around here though, is walk through some amazing countryside. It's a little bit up and downy, it's only mildly hilly. Enough to make Erica hot though, she's taking her stuff off. Yep. But we were just up here. We're going to take the flat path back. We were just up there, and obviously we're heading off this way now. Pretty cool adventure, I have to say. So, as you can probably hear on the microphone, the wind still threatening to roll in. We'll see what happens. It's a load of blackberry bushes, loads of them. They're not ripe yet though. Awful. Erica just said unfortunately. Right, so we're getting to the point where we're going to get to our views in a minute, but I'll see you when we're up over on the cliffs. There we go, look, now I don't know how much you can hear me over the wind, so we'll have to see. But look at this. It's a massive carving in the cliff face. Ah. Right, so I'm having to hold my hat so it don't blow away. But look at these shapes. Look at that. It's so pretty. Unbelievably pretty. I'm just a bit sad that it like wasn't sunny when we came to do this, but otherwise I regret nothing. So Eric is up on the top up there. This par 3 meets her up there in a minute, but look at these views are stunning. Unlike the wind noise. Right. Ooh. Right, I only get too close to this one because it winds down. Right, so unless oh no, I need hands for the gate. Help me. Right, there we go. Right, so unless there's some even more spectacular views of the White Cliffs, next stop I'm hoping will be Deep Bay Fan Shelter. It depends if they've got any space left on their tours, because you can only go in there by tour. Right, so hope you like my hard hat. We've made it to Fan Bay Deep Level Shelter. We're able to get in. I don't know if you can see flickering on the screen. If you can, it's not flickering in here, it's just the camera reacting to the light bulbs. But this promises to be really interesting, I have to say. So this bit's self-guided. How long did you say in how long?
We've got till 25 past and then they're doing the tour.
Right, so 25 past, which is about 20 minutes time, isn't it?
Yes.
Go back up the front now, and they start giving you some information guided tour. I kept my cap on. It's different. Right, but look at this.
Wow, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
CBC shells practice.
Look down there.
Look at these 6-inch practice rounds.
Practice?
Yeah. Look at all these drill shells. So many. There's even bigger ones this side. Look at the size of those things.
Oh look.
What?
It shows you the different projectiles.
There you go, look. Different types of shells they could fire. You can see, look, this is as was, everything's wet, condensation. But look at the hit radius.
It's mad.
It's massive.
How many miles?
Absolutely huge.
Red.
So these are all numbered.
16-inch guns, the red ones.
See, these are the type of guns they had up. So I had an Oldenburg, a railway gun K5, Prinz Heinrich, Grosser Kurfürst, Todd, railway gun K12, Frederick August, and Lindemann. The pitch distance are approximate, but look, that's a massive, they're almost reaching the coast of France. That's insane. This is how it used to be back when it was active. I've got another one here.
That's even further, look.
This is after they've braided the guns and put the bigger guns in. Look, the reach now reaches the coast of France.
Green Citadel battery.
See, so that's Citadel battery, that wasn't there on the other one. So this has the war heightened. They added what they felt was necessary. That's insane.
You've seen the size of this?
Look at it. It needs scaffolding to be built. It used to sell 15-inch shell, actual size. Okay, so if I give the camera to Erica.
Yeah, go stand by it.
Me, shell.
Apart from maybe a foot at the bottom.
That's That's ridiculous.
So it's about a 5 foot.
It's the equivalent of firing me at, I don't know, some German in France. That's mental.
That's pretty cool.
This is fascinating. Look at it. Look at all the water on the ceiling.
There is holes.
Yeah. It shows you how cold it would have been down here. I imagine the temperatures down here in the winter would be borderline freezing cold. We've got one of the original light fittings there. Right, so what else is there? By the way, it's worth noting, States of Jersey, that you should follow in these kind of footsteps. This is done by National Trust. And the only reason we have any bunkers at all back in Jersey to look at is because of the Occupation Society, or there wouldn't be any. It's not good enough, not when it's such a major part of someone's history. But back to Dover, this is insane. So what would they have done in here? Looks like it's been sat in here for something. They've got a big, massive, what do you call that? Cart, maybe? It's a bit like a sat boy if you're moving around the artillery. Got a big vent shaft there. That'll be a ventilation shaft, no doubt.
No. 69.
Someone's been in here in 1969, they've carved the dates into the stones. Wow. You see here the holes, these would have been for the door hinges. I'm guessing that would be the emergency exit, which is up there. Which is alarmed because it's only used for fire escape now. Look at it. That's mental. I'm really intrigued to find out the history behind this. So what the gentleman has to say out front should be quite interesting. Do you not think?
Yes, but sorry, I would be wrong.
Right, so I suppose we need to head back out front now, don't we?
We've got 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's for the hinges. Going from what Paul and Shane taught me back in the bunkers in Jersey, those would be holes for the hinges for the door on one side. It might have been a double door. There's got a door frame here. The original, I've got one door there. Maybe they did have a double because it would have had to be blast proof. It's a shelter.
Or maybe one here.
Yeah. There definitely would have been something in there. Maybe we'll find out. Alright, well I've lit all this up. Yeah, I know, I've looked at the escape shaft. It's now the fire exit. Isn't it cool? Right. We're going to head back out front and then we'll I'll record you some of the information that they give us about the shelter.
Here at Fan Bay, it says fan hole on here, but the officer commanding didn't like the thought of his soldiers being in a hole, so it's referred to as Fan Bay. 6-inch guns, that's the diameter of the barrel. Got a range of about 14 miles, so they get out into the main shipping lanes. Next ones are South Foreland Battery, that's at the lighthouse over there. 4 9.2-inch guns. Jim did this all in centimetres earlier, but I can't.
30 millimetres.
Thank you. I can't. I really just can't. I can't.
I'm doing inches in my head.
I'm too old, I'm afraid. I can't do centimetres.
Really good without
And
inches.
they had the
That's
range
really good without inches.
just over to the edge of the French coast, but also up round there, which is important to protect the area around Ramsgate, Broadstairs, Margate, because that's the entry through. And finally, over at Wanston Farm, right at the back, 2 walloping great big buck guns, 15-inch barrel.
380 millimetres.
Thank you. And their range went right over to the proper down the French coast. And after Winston Churchill's decision that this was going to happen, they started building in the end of October 1940 right through till February. The whole thing, the gun emplacements and the deep shelter you're going into in a minute, was done in 100 days.
Right, so as you've just seen the surface level. We're now about to go in the guided part of it, which goes much deeper underground and actually comes out on the cliff face. So this should be really quite cool.
Oh God, it's a place. Yeah, I'm tuned in. Yeah. Central heating and lots of insulation. My hand's getting cold. Good sums, my right hand done.
That sketch came from the Imperial War Museum, and the Fan Bay volunteers would like to think it depicts the scene in Fan Bay. However, most of these underground shelters were constructed in exactly the same way, so it could have been anywhere, because it's Fan Bay. Yeah. But what it does give you an idea is this was used for accommodation for the gunners. So you had 3 or 4 shifts, up to 160 people in these tunnels. And you'll notice there's difference with the lined tunnels, the corrugated iron. These are the accommodation tunnels. And then as we will continue through the tour, we'll go into unlined tunnels, just the chalk tunnels. And that's just for access and egress. So you would have had 2 lots of bunk beds either side. When it was originally installed, there was no ventilation. This was a later addition. So you've got up to 160, possibly even 170 men down here at any one time. Yeah, it would have smelled lovely, wouldn't it? It would have,
Ventilation was very welcome.
yeah, and you can see they've got their boots off down there as well, so you can imagine the smell. But it was a safe environment for people. If you were up on the surface, you did risk being taken out by either fighter pilots or being bombed or shelled from across the channel. There was only 2 fatalities at Fan Bay. One was a gunner that got hit by a bullet from an enemy aircraft, and there was a woman at the canteen. If you go back and have a look at the big map, you'll see right at the back was an accommodation block where they used to get their food, etc., etc. And unfortunately, that got hit by a bomb, and one of the canteen staff was killed. It's where it started to be dismantled in the 1970s. This was part of the operation to clear all of the World War II relics from site. So he started by trying to decommission the tunnels. Any idea why they might have wanted the steel from the tunnels?
Sell it, I'd imagine.
Yeah, anything might have been a bit more valuable than just ordinary steel? Yeah, it was 4,000 tonnes. Sorry, 4,000 tonnes in total, 40 tonnes a day.
40 tonnes a day.
That's more like it, isn't it?
That's still a lot.
It's still a lot by hand.
Yeah.
They would have had railway, a bit like mining, miners.
Yeah.
They would have had rails to take the spoil out to the cliff edge and push it over the top. But this was all done by hand. It was done by pick. It was done by air hammer. There was no, mechanical diggers that were down here. Mm-hmm. And as was said, it was all dug in 100 days. So that was from breaking earth to completing it and to the soldiers being in here. So you wouldn't have been doing major surgery, you wouldn't have been doing, you know, you might have treated somebody if they got shot, as long as it wasn't life-threatening. If it was, they would have been quickly taken to a proper hospital. If you can imagine, you're handling 6-inch shells. I don't know if you had a look in the magazine, the size of them, but there's a dummy round there, and it's very, very heavy. You're throwing these things about. You're reloading probably twice a minute on the once a minute, perhaps on the 6-inch guns. So you're going to be handling heavy objects. Chances are you were going to end up breaking fingers, crushing fingers. It's going to be injuries like that. So it wasn't like Dover Castle where you had an operating theatre. This would have been basic first aid. Don't ask me to find every little piece of it. Every time I come down, I lose half a dozen pieces, and I find half a dozen pieces. So it's just a case of having a look at them all. Here you'll see the holes where they would have used the.
It's how the world is made. It's so strange.
The black, that is flint. So that's the flint seam. Yeah. You can touch the flint, but if you cut yourself, that's down to you.
That's right.
Doesn't look very sure. Please.
That's sure me, then you're already ducking. Wow, it is short.
Right, Edward, you may need to stuck your head here. Be careful.
And this step at the end.
You didn't duck hard enough.
Don't just go straight back down.
So this dates back from World War I. This was the very early form of radar. Now when planes were only, and Zeppelins and stuff like that, were only flying at sort of 30-40 knots, it would have taken 40 minutes or so to get across the channel. So therefore something like this would have given them a little bit more time to hear. Whether they were particularly successful or not, I don't really know. They did some tests at the one down at Dungeness a few years back, and they were certainly able to hear an aircraft before they could see it. So the idea was correct.
Right, so we're outside now.
Kind of.
You can see we were the normal footpaths over there. We're going to be going through here. There's another Samara you can try apparently, so we're going to have a look at that.
Be not afeared, the isle is full of noises.
Shakespeare, mate. Shakespeare.
As things moved on, you ended up with a microphone, and this may or may not have been remotely controlled from the distance away there. There's obviously a transformer there, so they must have had power. This isn't here, but there's a number of these right across the south coast, and also from somebody that came the other day, there are also some in Essex. Was he late?
Why are there so many gunners in a gunning place? Oh,
Why is there so many gunners?
no.
Right. There we go. There we go.
And over on there, third brick down.
Yeah, you can tell they're from the toilets.
Yes.
Wow. I'm trying to kill yourself. There we go. Hey, I went through a doorway, didn't bang my head. That's an achievement. Interesting graffiti, wasn't it, in pencil there? Oh, I can stand up a bit now. This is cool. I'm very impressed with this. So this was all dark like the guy saying by hand, that's mental. Right, so we've got more of this tunnel left to go. So let's see what happens.
Yes, I do.
Make your jump.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it.
You like the graffiti though?
Yeah, it's funny. Like I said, it's like secondary school all over again.
So what you will see on the walls is not the walls.
Look at the moles.
There's not much point from.
They're real kind of cures for diseases.
Random pattern. Graffiti.
Julie.
Mick and Julie.
This is limbs.
Right, so oh, that's the rain for you. Right, oh there you go, look, you can see me. Right, so I've just found this on the way back because we walked a different path because we thought it'd just be different. The wind noise here is horrendous, so when I turn the camera around, I'm not sure how well you'll hear me. There was microphone issues. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I've mentioned it a few times before. I'm not going to bore people, I keep saying it. But it looks like there used to be a gun point here. So you've got a platform here. You've got another platform there with a drain hole in it, which I'm guessing may have been like some bathing accommodation or something. I don't know whether it's a platform for something or whether it's part of a bunker that's underneath. And then there's the actual gun point is just over here. Now bear with me here because there may be some horrendous wind noise because we're going to go right onto the edge of the cliff. And although the wind's not too bad on most of the cliff, in certain places it's awful. Look, there's a filled in pipe there, so there's definitely, you see that pipe that I just showed you there? That definitely means there's something underneath us. It's just a matter of where it is. And there's a sinkhole over here. Just there by Erica. You see you've got multiple mounting points. You've got a mounting point here, which some moron stuff she's rubbish on. We've got another mounting point there that looks more modern. If I was to guess, I'd say that's maybe early World War II, possibly World War I mounting point, and that's almost definitely World War II. So this would have been fortified, I'm guessing somehow connected to the deep shelter that we've just been and seen. Another interesting thing about the White Cliffs is the sand is black. Why is the sand black here? I don't understand that, because the cliffs are white, so why would the sand be... Maybe someone can tell me. I'm sure there is a logical explanation. Someone's going to say it's really obvious, but to me it isn't. But I just thought I'd show you that because I don't know what it is. I'm hoping maybe somebody will watch the video and shed some light on it. But yeah, it's just a pretty cool, awesome find, to be honest. What is in this sinkhole? Yeah, that looks quite suspicious. There's more to that than just a sinkhole. Right, if anybody knows what this is, like whether this was like the entrance to a bunker or a shelter or something, and this is how they filled it in, let me know. So I'd love to understand what's going on here. But we're almost back to the car now, so right, well, let's get back to the car and out this wind, and then we'll talk about what we've been up to. Right, so we're now back at the truck and out the wind. As you can see, if I show you, the weather's gone to pot. So I'm going to have to come back to do the lighthouse. I do really want to do that because it's more than just a lighthouse. There's some more tunnels and stuff related to the deep shelter we just looked at. I'll have to come back for that because today is not that day. But it's been a fascinating day. To everybody in Kent and the county of Kent, thank you very much for a wonderful week for me and Erica. There's been so many things we've done. And we've enjoyed all of them. So this will be the final video from Kent, filming wise. Whether it comes out in chronological order, I don't know. But I hope you've enjoyed the videos as well. We'll be back to following Cal's Head Mill once I get back to filming, because I'm going to be taking a few weeks off because my mum and stuff's coming over from Jersey, as I mentioned in the first video, I believe, from Kent. I may take some stuff to film, or I might film some stuff, should I say, down at Windermere when I'm up there with the kids. We'll see how that goes. The priority has to be them for that, though. Otherwise, have a lovely week, whatever it is you get up to. I appreciate all of you. If you want to subscribe or comment, please do. If you have any additional information to add to help everybody else, or that would be interesting to the rest of the people who watch the video, please add that in the comments as well. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you soon. Take care.